All right, next one I want to look at is the split surface. So we did the subregion for a driveway. Maybe you're doing some landscaped areas. In split surface, it's a little bit different. I'm going to go into my site plan for this, and I'm going to go to split surface, and then I'm going to select the surface I'd like to split. A lot of times, you guys that have your houses along the lake, you're that free-formed edge. If you have kind of like a cord that goes across there, it may have filled that in with topography. You can cut that out by splitting the surface. You can trace along with the spline tool. I'm just going to show you this with an arc. So let's say I wanted to, cut out this piece and make that separate. Now when I go to 3D, I have this as a separate piece. Now, unlike the subregion, if I delete this one, I lose that piece of topography, which if that's the water, you might want to do that. But what this allows you to do is to edit those points. So if I click on this and edit surface, notice now it created new points around that cut geometry. And I could take, for example, this point right here and say, let's say I want this to be 308 feet. Now it's going to give me a little bit of a funky corner there because I got a bunch of points that I'd have to edit. So I'll add a couple extra points in there so you can kind of see what's going on. But this would be maybe if you were kind of terracing off your property and you were going to have some step downs, maybe you'd want to split. I'd recommend this for you right now. If you've got to cut off a piece of your topography, use the split tool. Other than that, I would just stick with subregions to keep it easy. So I'm going to undo those to get rid of those. This does not need a closed profile. All you need is that line. Just have to make sure you select the piece of topography. So when you go into split surface, you have to select the surface you want to split and then draw that on there. Again, not always something you're going to use. Typically, you're cutting away with your building pad and then just adding on some subregions, but just thought you'd like to see that.